crap I tell
You
you.
feel bad about, well, you were accurate in your critique on my reaction to the problem solving, and then you got a little
No, I
soft.
forgot about that now. It wasn't on my
And you
mind at
got a little
all.
soft on me.
No,
Are you getting soft?
I'm soft all the time.
You are soft, aren't you?
Yeah. Being an INTP, do you feel like you're born a perfectionist that no one can be?
No,
You don't feel like that, no?
no.
Would you ever accept losses? Like, usually, you would probably follow up.
What the hell are you talking about? Give me an example.
Um, okay, so I'm gonna do some, like, really standard ENFJ criticism, if you guys want to hear it. Okay, so
I
an
do.
example would be like, okay, so an example of it would be like for example, do you ever feel like it's kind of hard to admit that you're wrong?
If I'm not wrong, I'll refuse to admit it.
No, but I'm saying in general,
If
could
I'm
could
if I'm
some
wrong, I'm wrong.
could some higher form of perception actually make you think that you're wrong when you're actually right?
What is a higher form of perception?
A higher form of perception
F-bomb.
could be the brain activity of an individual versus the facts that he presents, or maybe or organic sorry alterations of perception based on experience and based on told fact.
You are not making any sense.
Yeah, told
For you,
like,
because it's so abstract.
Are you saying that somebody that wants to assert they are speaking from a place of truth and that they're espousing facts when in reality they're no way objectively verifiable?
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Let's put it
that's-
this way. In an organization where someone pulls some bullshit like that, I will be the one raising my hand, asking questions.
You
Yes.
will.
Okay.
I've done
Well,
that.
you could ask questions, and sometimes it could actually make sense. But you will. Okay, so let me
but
tell
it's
you
gotta
that.
be, it's gotta stand through questioning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. No, it could stand through questioning. Like a lot of the times, there is social perception
Cool.
that people admire so much in society, and they follow the idea that social perception is always right, and they don't actually see things abstractly or differently from things that never are supposed to exist in a practical sense but still exist in a factual sense in society.
Give me an example.
Okay, for example, there is the idea that everybody has the ability to be upset, to feel insecure, to have feelings, to experience emotions of downfall, and to experience emotions of uphealed relations and relevance to like very abstract concepts that they want to believe personally, and they don't want others to wreck their beliefs. For example, like there are such different boundaries from understanding how an individual would actually want to be perceived. And are people facts? Are people amalgamation of universal concatenated understanding of factual relevance
Yeah, but I won't
themselves?
agree to it.
That was a big scoop of
FI.
good.
FI? Yeah, FI. Oh yeah, sweet. Yeah, I'm in my FI right now. I feel like being in a FI. So yeah. Okay. So
I would not be persuaded, but I would be likely to back off if it's not important.
I see. Back off. What makes something important if everything unimportant leads to importance?
Then it's no longer unimportant, and I would be all over it.
But what if it at first is unimportant and then it has the potential to be important, and you're like an investor who needs to decide what is more important or
I would not
unimportant?
invest on FI basis.
You would never invest on FI because if I could create the understanding of human psychology, like I want to be able to dumb myself down so I could actually have an argument in an ENFJ mindset. For example, that's really relative to, damn it, you try to
Yeah,
do
but
it.
ENFJs don't have the bad TI, do they?
Do they have the amount of TI?
Yeah, they don't have
To
bad TI, do they?
They
I
have
don't
40
remember
bucks.
this one.
they generally they do. Generally they do. I'm
Right.
I'm a dominant ENFJ, so I have stronger TI than regular ENFJs, and I have a
Why?
lot of, because I read a lot of books. I was a bookworm as a kid,
That doesn't
and
help.
oh, what do you mean that doesn't help? The way I think
You
about
can read a
things,
lot and
I
still don't
have.
understand anything.
It's how you interpret data. Just because you're getting
That's
data,
right. But you interpret it in the way that is useful for your existence, and simply your existence and the
Yeah,
relation
but
of other
that
people's
is
existence plus your own
that,
is the what?
that's your definition of useful.
Yes. What is your definition of useful?
Might be different.
Okay, maybe different. All right. So, what is it though? Do you have a? Could you tell me the definition?
We could both read the same book and take different meanings from it.
That's right. But what about in a survivalist sense? What do INTPs think about like the idea about like you trying to survive as an individuality versus as an entire concept or theory of a system?
Concept or theory of a system. What the hell?
The,
That's not something I care about.
right. You don't care about the theoretical systems at all?
What I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Okay, so theoretical systems would be like the understanding that, for example, you have a system that says that an individual is supposed to be like this because this amount of individuals will actually move society forward. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to take away my TI so you understand what a typical ENFJ is like, and I'm gonna think in a typical ENFJ mind,
that
which I'm
like
not used to.
sounds like a bunch of something.
Bunch of nothing.
It's always so interesting to talk to you. I appreciate.
Yeah, thank you.
I think that
If
you're almost entirely defenseless in here.
So are you saying that
XT.
words without substance is going to move me?
things without, yes, because I think
The
a lot of
answer
the
is no.
time the answer is no. Okay. Well, do you want to ask me?
I don't mean to interject, but I got
Yeah.
my weed taken from me by cops tonight.
Did you
Yeah.
get in trouble for it?
Yeah,
And it was like, prove that.
yeah. I mean, I came on here when I was. I have a streak of two. There's 2 videos now on the wall of me and cop lights. But anyway, I got him to leave me. He at least left me my 1 hitter with weed in it.
What?
Yeah. He's like, I'm not gonna get you for the other thing. Don't do this.
You know what?
I'm trying to show
Maybe
the.
he just wanted it.
Yeah, he might be reselling.
No, then he wouldn't give me a citation for it. They have to go, but that's evidence for the evidence room.
Yeah, but if you had,
Question.
let's say you had an ounce, hypothetically.
Oh, I didn't have that. I had like 0.5.
Hypothetically, if you had an ounce, you wouldn't show up to court and go, wait, I'm only getting charged with 1 gram. Where the fuck did the rest of my pot go?
Well, if you told me he just wanted to smoke it rather than sell it, then I'd be like, okay, it could be a case, whatever. But to risk his job selling it for like 0.25 or something.
They just throw it in the bag of the other shit that he's gonna sell.
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous.
I about got in a fight with a buddy because I was at his house and he needed to re-up, and a cop walked in the door because the cop was the plug. He didn't warn me that the cop was going to walk in the door to sell him cocaine.
Yeah, but that's fucked up.
That's it's more common than you'd think. It was fucked up that he didn't warn me.
That's what I'm. Yeah, how dare you throw that in there?
I was like, oh shit, I'm going to jail.
I'm not that naive, Taylor. Boy, y'all just.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just felt like saying that story. I think
Poor little Nick. How's he gonna make it through this world?
that was way
Yeah.
less about you and way more about me.
Nope.
You're way less naive than Eric. If Eric can make it through this world, Nick is fine.
I'm not the emotional type as well, but I just want to get into the mindset of a regular function of an ENFJ to be able to ask these questions. They're different, you know. See.
If it's
You know what?
broken, factual, it doesn't matter how much passion or emotion there is.
But imagine if it did. Push
This-
your
It would be more like I would treat the person as a child or something.
you're
I know
drunk.
you're upset.
You're drunk.
Really?
I know everyone's had that drunk. I love you, man. Sort of like.
As a child. Okay, I see.
So I'm just.
But you would feel a sort of empathy, and how far would
No,
you
it
wouldn't
was too
feel
far.
this?
No, if it was too far from me, I wouldn't feel anything.
You
But
wouldn't.
but if it would be practical, I would maybe say something along the lines of, "Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, blah blah blah," because I don't really care.
Okay, I see. Because you don't really care. Okay, got it. No, I just want to document something.
Whatever makes you stop crying.
Crying is uncomfortable.
Okay, I see. Yeah, no. But yeah, ENFJ's FI isn't really developed. Something you have to work on a lot. Also, I want to try to go into the FI field. See
Nick, I think
if I could be an FP for a while.
Do what, Taylor?
I think Suze is more gangster than either of us.
Okay,
What?
good answer. I like the answer when it's truthful.
Walk off with broken legs.
What do you
I
suspect
couldn't
that
hear
I
what you said. Let Taylor say what you were saying.
I was saying, stop crying, you bitch, and walk off those broken legs. Oversee it. Yeah. You know what? I need to go smoke a cigarette. So I quit hitting this thing instead.
What did you say, Michael?
No, I like your truthful answer. I like to hear it as most INTPs would also recognize it, and how you recognize it within, having your nature, your function stacks, and the way that you see individuals like that. Because I wanted to understand, because I see like a lot of ENFJs, and I just want to help them at some certain point. And these are the questions that a lot of the times they fight against. They fight to prove in society. So what I'm writing to you is the typical stereotype of what.
Yeah, but I don't think INTP is their big problem.
It's not their big problem.
INTPs aren't social. INTPs are too reserved. You have to get in an INTP's face to get them to push back.
Yes, exactly.
An
Yeah.
ENTP or an ENTJ, or maybe even an INTJ, are going to be your problems. Really, all the other rationals are much more likely to come at you.
What do you mean? What do you mean? The rationals are supposed to? They will accept you. They accept your emotional nature and your imperfection.
Not they do on a human basis, but not on a basis for
Not on a
deciding.
personal.
Not on a decision-making basis.
I see. Just on a human basis. Okay. Because I know ISTJs. They're very acceptant of individuals.
They're not a rational.
They accept you on a human decision basis.
The NTs. I'm talking about the NTs.
Oh, NTs. Okay, yeah, I see that. If a person is so raw, right? Okay, I see. Well, I'm not the emotion. No, well, I guess I could perceive to be emotional like other ENFJs, But technically, I don't have that problem, but I know they do.